Yo, what up guys, B5D here, and I'm on my main account where a new spider tournament promised to give you a void shard if you can use only rare champions to beat the spider at any level. Yes, I'm saying at any level because I have tried to record this video yesterday before this event started, and I could not just make a team that could beat Spider 20 with rare champions that I already have. Now, a lot of people will say everybody is using ColdHeart, but we cannot deny that that's the best champion for Spider. So yes, I am also going to be using ColdHeart in this team, but I'm not going to be doing Spider 20 because I could not make a team work right there. So this is the tournament right there, and a lot of people will not push for it. So if you can do it at Spider 10, it will be worth going for. Now the final reward right there is a void shard, but this time because of the new Iron Twins Fortress and the Altar of Souls, we now have along the way two new rewards right there that we actually want to obtain. So these are the two that I'll be going for. So if you can get this and stop right there, fine. If you cannot go all the way for the void shard simply because you're saving energy for the next fusion that is about to come up, good. This is not the time to use your gems for energy for things like this. Use your free-to-play energy and obtain all these free rewards if you can. It's going to go on for 2 days, so you do have time. So I'll be showing you my teams that I was able to do it and what stage I'm actually beating it so that I can get these points. See, even with just few points, I'm currently at 4th level, and a lot of people will not push for this one. So if you can do it, go for it. Let's head over to the spider dungeon. Let me show you the teams that I'm actually using to beat this at level 10. Yes, usually I like to go for level 20 because that's the where you don't get 4-star accessories, right? And you don't get 8 points when you get 4 stars. You always go for the maximum points. So I've tried to use different teams to beat it, but it seems it's not working, so I decided to drop down to level 10. So don't beat yourself up about it if you cannot beat it at level 20 or higher levels. Level 10 is kind of skewed in terms of the number of 5 stars you get, so beat it at level 10. If you can do 11, 12, 13, don't do it. Drop back to level 10 and you get a lot of 5-star gear right there. So let me do a sample run for you before I show you the total stats for these champions that can do it. And no, you don't necessarily need a ColdHeart for level 10. I'll also show you my other champions that can do at level 10 without a ColdHeart after this run. So of course, level 10 is not something to, it's easy if you're kind of mid-game or end-game. Even my noob to pro can beat the spider at level 10, but I don't know if I can do it with only rares though. We'll have to see about that. Ooh, only one ColdHeart could even do it. Why am I bringing all this champion? So 17 seconds right there, you can see what I say. 5-star gear, you get a lot of 5-star gear from level 10. So this will cost you about 2,000 or 2,500 or close to 3,000 energy to complete this if you're going for the maximum rewards. But if you just stop at 1,005, it's totally fine. So 16 points right there towards the champion, towards the tournament right there. And also CVC is going on, so I'll be getting some CVC points along the way. Once I finish this tournament, I'll be switching over to level 25 so I can farm CVC as normal. Or switch over to the Fire Knight, which currently has a savage set going on right there. So let me see another team that can possibly do it at a lower threshold of champions, something like this, right? So every player, if you don't know already, you need AoE nukers for the early stages of the spider. So this is looking to use only AoE nukers, and if you can find more AoE nukers that are rare champions, let's see if I can find it. Maybe Reliquary Tender in case somebody needs a heal, and then to reset the cooldown right there. So this would be a good one. That's if you don't have a ColdHeart. Let me just run it to see if it's going to be successful. But the main champion right there that is doing damage and taking down the spider will be my what's his name, Etel right there. So your starter champions or your War Maiden, just bring everything right there at level 10 and get some free rewards right there. So you don't necessarily need to use a ColdHeart. That's what I'm trying to say. But a ColdHeart is the best way to go about this. Woo! That's all you need. Nukes. As long as you can keep the Spiderling's turn meter down. Well, I don't have any turn meter control champions here. This will be a longer run, but I'm hoping my Etel can nuke, and so it will be a little bit easier to take it down. You can use an Amiga here. Amiga doesn't count as a rare, so the turn meter will not be reduced. You possibly could use Soulbound Boyas, right? But they are negative affinity for level 10, but they are positive affinity for level 20. So it's kind of a weird one. See, the spider will heal, but this is be a longer run, and possibly if you have a team like this, they will make it happen, but it will just be a longer run. So let me just allow it run all the way to the end and see if it's going to be successful. Atel is the main damage dealer right here. I'm waiting for that AoE nukes again. War Maiden was dusted out of the vault, and she's putting in big works right here now. So as long as you can keep the spiderlings dead, you'll find this run extremely easy to do. You don't necessarily need to do it now. You do have an entire day. I would recommend you run it all night. Use RSL Helper to run it all night and get some free rewards. So those are the two teams that you can use to beat this spider. Whether you do have double ColdHeart, single ColdHearts, or no ColdHearts, you can see a team that can do it easily right here. And yes, the rewards are totally worth it. As a free-to-play, we do not miss out on an opportunity to get free Void Shard. You can miss out on that opportunity. But if you're saving gems, I would recommend you just use free-to-play energy. And let's take it down. That's it. This is definitely a longer one, and again a 5-star ring right there. So yes, this is totally possible to do on level 10. You're just gonna spend a little bit more time or energy. No, you spend less time, but you'll be getting a lot more 8 points instead of 16 most times. So let me know what you think about this one. Which teams are you using to beat this spider? Are you able to do it at level 10 or level 20? I've seen some videos of endgame players pushing their ColdHearts to the maximum. Now, the main reason why my ColdHearts could not do it at level 10 is because they are not doing 1 million damage and all that. You agree with me that all our ColdHearts right now is built for Spider 20 or Dungeon 2024 content, which we don't necessarily need to build maximum crit damage on them. So my ColdHearts are kind of built to meet the needs of that level. So for me to now rebuild them right now, an artifact enhancement event is not going on. This is not the time to build or rebuild your champions for the purpose of this dungeon. No, it's not worth it. If you don't have the gear, if you don't have the silver, if you don't have your champions geared for this purpose, this is not the time to begin to take artifacts to 16. That is why I'm not rebuilding my champions just to make this work. I could possibly do it and then beat level 20. But no, I don't think it's worth it. I'm going to farm it at level 10 and complete this event easily, and then move on to the Fire Knight. Now for the Fire Knight, if you do not know, it's a savage set that is being promised, and I'm going to be farming that all night. That's where I'll be spending most of my energy during this CVC. I know the best place during CVC to spend your energy is Spider 24 to 25, but I'll be spending my energy right here to get doubles savage sets, or a chance to get double savage set from this Fire Knight boss. So that's what's happening in raid right now. That's what everybody is going crazy about, and I think the rewards are still worth it. I'm glad they did not take out the Void Shard, right? They still left the Void Shard, but they added these 2 new resources that we need right now to, you know, Mortal Soul Stones, and of course the, what's this other one? The Soul Coin, right? So those are the 2 rewards that we'll be getting by doing this spider event. I just wanted to show you this short video, how I'm going about it and what I'm actually working on my account right now this morning, in case you're kind of confused whether it's worth it to go for or not. If you have your teams that can do Spider 20 without a ColdHeart, I'd love to see it, because my ColdHearts are not built to do it right now. You guys let me know what you think about this one. I don't know if I showed you my total stat, but my ColdHearts are built for what do you call it, stunt set. They are built for endgame Doom Tower content, while this other ColdHeart is built for Fire Knights. So I have stunt set on most of these champions, and they're not really built for Spider anymore. They are built for Doom Tower content. So I don't intend to rebuild them just for Spider right now. Alright guys, hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more Raid Shadow Legends content, and I'll see you later tonight for a Noob to Pro update, where we'll see whether the Noob to Pro can actually do this or not. Later guys.